So up to 15 MCQs I have completed. Last one was 15th. Now I'm continuing from 16th MCQ. So before starting this, take a screenshot and make a note of all these MCQs which I have written on the board. Then I'll explain from 16th MCQ. Come on, now I am going to explain you about the 16th one. See carefully. Which error will affect the balancing of a trial balance? 4 errors are given A, B, C, D. Among these 4, which error will affect the trial balance in balancing? That means on account of this, any one of the following error, the trial balance will not tally. The trial balance will not tally. There will be difference in the debit balance and credit balance. So which type of error? First, one by one we'll see. A purchase invoice of $20,000 completely omitted from the books. When there is a purchase invoice of 20,000 completely omitted, not at all recorded in the books, it is called error of omission. On account of error of omission, it will not affect the trial balance. In spite of this error, the total of debit and credit column will be equal. That means this error will not affect the trial balance. Next one, B. A sale on credit, $5,000 entered in the sales journal as $550. So actually goods were sold for $5,000. And in the sales journal, sales day book, the actual amount should have been taken 5,000, but by mistake the accountant has recorded in the sales day book as 550. Again, this error will not affect the trial balance because the 550 which he has taken in the sales day book, the same 550 will go to sales account and the same 550 will go to the receivables account, customer's account. So customer account also 550, sales account also 550. Because we make the posting from sales journal to sales account and to customer account. Again, this error will not affect the trial balance. Next one, purchase of machine $50,000 entered in the purchases account. Actually, when we purchase a machine account should be debited. When we purchase a machine account should have been debited. But by mistake, instead of debiting machine, it has debited purchase account. So again, this error will not affect the trial balance. Will not affect. Simply, instead of debiting machine account, the accountant has debited purchases account. He has debited. He has taken the same amount. That means it will not affect the trial balance. Lastly, the purchase journal undercast by $10,000. Purchase journal means purchase day book. Is the book of original entry. In the purchase day book, the total was taken 10,000 rupees short. Undercast. Undercast means recorded less. Now, on account of this undercasting of purchase day book, it will affect the trial balance. The trial balance will be out. The trial balance will not tally. The difference in the trial balance you will get $10,000 because there is undercasting of purchase journal. So, out of these 4, which error will affect the trial balance? Last one, D1. The purchase journal undercast by 10,000, this will affect the trial balance. Now, 17th, state 2 purposes of trial balance. It is asking you to give 2 reasons why trial balance is prepared. The first purpose, already we know it, many times I have discussed, trial balance is prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of the books of accounts. The first purpose. Second, to locate the errors. To locate the errors, we make the trial balance. Thirdly, the trial balance is prepared which will help in preparing the financial statements. Because once when we make the trial balance, it will be easier for making the financial statements. So here, three purposes I have given. It is asking two, but I have written three. To check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledger accounts, trial balance is prepared. To assist in the preparation of financial statements. That means after preparing trial balance, it will be easier to make the financial statements. To assist in location of errors. To locate the errors, trial balance will be helpful. These are the purposes. Next one, adding. Which statement is not true about the trial balance? Four statements are given. Among these four, one statement is not true for regarding the trial balance. One by one we'll check. It is a list of ledger accounts balances at a certain date. It is true because trial balance will list down all the ledger account balances on a particular date. Second, it assists in finding arithmetical errors. Yes, this trial balance will help in locating errors to check the arithmetical accuracy. It's a part of double entry system. Absolutely not. This trial balance is not a part of the double entry system. It is only to check the arithmetical accuracy of double entry system. This trial balance is prepared. So trial balance is not a part of the double entry system. So it's a part of double entry system. This is not true. C bit is not true. D bit. It is useful in preparing financial statements. Absolutely right. This trial balance will be helpful, useful in preparing financial statements. That's it. Next, 19. Which statement describes the purpose of trial balance? Again, four statements are given. Which statement describes the purpose? It checks the arithmetical accuracy of the double entry system. Yes, this is the purpose. It ensures that ledger accounts contain. No. It indicates areas where errors have arisen. No. It prevents error from occurring. No, not at all. The trial balance will not prevent from errors occurring. So, which statement is true? Which statement describes the purpose of the trial balance? The purpose of the trial balance is it checks the arithmetical accuracy of the double entry system. A point. Next, 20th. Which account may appear as a credit balance in a trial balance? Just now I told you, in examination you will be given all balances. You have to decide which item will show debit balance, which item will show credit balance. For that purpose, the shortcut method dead click. Debit entries for all expenses, assets and drawings. Click credit entries for all liabilities, incomes and capital. That point you have to remember. Now 4 items are given. Which items will show credit balance? Now first of all, carriage outward. Carriage outward is an expense. And expense will show debit balance. Expense will show debit balance. Now discount received. Discount received is an income. Discount received is an income. It will show credit balance. Then drawings. Drawings always will show debit balance. And inventory, stock. The inventory is an asset. It will show debit balance. So you can see out of the 4 items, 3 items are debit balance. 1 item is credit balance. Which item is the credit balance? Discount received. So answer is B. Discount received will show credit balance. Whereas carriage outward, debit balance, inventory, debit balance, drawings, debit balance. Now next, 21st problem. Which of the following pairs of accounts always have a debit balance? Here we are given pairs of accounts. Which pair of account always shows a debit balance? First one, assets and expenses. Right. Assets and expenses will show debit balance. The first answer, first A bit itself is the answer. All assets will show debit balance. All expenses will show debit balance. Here capital will show credit balance and expenses will show debit balance. Here income will show credit balance, assets will show debit balance, liabilities will show credit balance, incomes will show credit balance. Here both are credit. Here one credit, one debit. Here one credit, one debit. But assets and expenses both are debit. Next, which of the following pair of accounts have credit balances? Both should be credit. So which item? Come on, check. Assets and expenses both are debit. Capital and income, right? Capital will show credit balance. Income will also show credit balance. So correct answer is B. Which pair of accounts shows credit balance? Means capital and income. Here income and assets. Income will show credit balance. Assets will show debit balance. Similarly, liabilities and expenses. Liabilities will show credit balance. Expenses will show debit balance. The ultimate answer is capital and income will show credit balance. That's it. Next one, which of the following account has a debit balance? Now 4 accounts are given. Now you decide which item will show debit balance. Discount allowed, it's an expense. It's an expense, debit balance. So it is asking you which debit balance. So discount allowed itself is the debit balance. Capital, we know capital is a credit balance. Return outward means purchase return. Return outward means purchase return. It will show credit balance. Return outward will show credit balance. Rent received is an income. It shows credit balance. So out of the 4, only one debit balance is there. Discount allowed. Last one. Which is a business asset? Which is a business asset? Loan from bank, it's a liability. Loan from bank is a liability. Then trade payable is a liability. Trade receivable, it's an asset. Similarly, equity is also a liability. That's it. So ultimately answer asset is C. Trade receivable is the business asset. That's all. So totally 24 questions I've selected in this video. Out of these 24 questions, yes, 24 questions. First few questions are short questions. Remaining are MCQs. So I have collected all these questions from the past papers of Edexcel and also from Cambridge. So these questions are very, very important. So if you watch this video, definitely you will get a lot of knowledge with confidence. You can write in examination. So this marks the end of the topic trial balance. Inshallah, in the next video, I'll take up the next topic in accounting.